Hello everyone, hello, I'm the Black Shadow. Welcome to this lovely little update video. It's September 27th. We got a fair amount to crack on through as well, as we're in the middle of one of the busiest periods in the channel for the year. We'll be starting off mainly with Twitch news before we actually get onto YouTube such, because we've got a pretty huge weekend coming up over on Twitch. As you guys will hopefully know, and has become a slight tradition now, the channel September 28th being used for Resident Evil knife runs. Some of you may remember last year that we used it to stream a knife run live of Resident Evil 3. And we will be doing the same again this year, as I've been mentioning, and a reminder that starting tomorrow we will be doing a knife run for Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Which should be a fantastic little run. I did a quick little stream of it back a couple of days ago. It was now, but it was Thursday. Just setting up the everything to go, because we're going to be playing the version that was originally meant to be for the Xbox 360, run it by Xbox One, the HD remaster of the game. That's why I'm running this this update video on my headset. I might sound a little bit different because the setup is all ready to go for tomorrow. It went well. It surprisingly well, almost suspiciously easily to set up, and as such, I'm a bit worried when it gets to the actual stream, but that should be really, really good. It's probably one of the biggest streams of the year that I will be doing. We'll get to the back end of October, a bit closer to then. But as such, a reminder, yes, 4 p.m. UK time tomorrow. It's 11 o'clock over in New York. We will be beginning the stream live over on Twitch, and that will be going from 4 till 10. And then the following day, Sunday 29th, if we have not finished the knife run on the Saturday, then I've made room to complete that on the same time schedule on the Sunday. I don't expect it's going to take me 12 hours to beat this. There's a few folks that suspect I might actually beat this in one sitting on the Saturday, in which case, fantastic. But I've made provisions on the Sunday regardless. Now, should it go on to the Sunday, I'm actually hoping that it doesn't take too long on the Sunday. And the reason for that is I have not been paid for this promotion. I can assure you this is a legitimate shout out. But one or two of you guys might know someone called Reptalion, who is a compatriot we'll go with for Pistol Pete Shotgun Gen, who you guys are probably more likely know on the channel. He's been doing a lot of Resident Evil stuff. He gets involved with doing speedruns for Resident Evil 2. Now, just started last night, I believe it was. There's actually a speedrun tournament being done for Resident Evil 2. This is courtesy of Team Redirect here. And Mr. Reptalion is actually in it. There is a top prize, I think it's like 100 euros or something like that. And his first match against Subsonics is actually on Sunday at 8 p.m. And I've said that I will certainly be over there to watch and give support. As you guys know, I'm not exactly a huge speedrunner of games. It's not really my particular thing. But I will definitely want to be done with things so I can go ahead and watch along with that. And if any of you guys are interested in that as well, to show your support for him, then I certainly do encourage you to go ahead and do that. But yeah, the first game was like last night, and it was really weird watching Resident Evil 2 speedrun. Never seen it before, so a little personal shout out for him. So that is everything for the weekend. It's a pretty big, pretty blockbuster. It can be pretty darn busy. As far as October comes, as you can see here, we've got a variety of dates and stuff going on. We have been doing some tabletop simulator streaming the past couple of weeks or so, playing a Secret Hitler, which has been a lot of fun actually. I've really enjoyed it. We are tied at 8 all between the liberal and fascist teams, and so on Sunday, October 6th, we're having one final stream. The plan is going to be a race to 11, so it's basically a best of 5 on the night, and to get a conclusive winner of the game, because it's amazing how after 16 games of that, it's completely tied. It's a good sign for the game. It means it's probably pretty good and probably pretty well balanced. So we're playing one more of those. Also being October, it is quote unquote horror month, or quote horror month, unquote. And as such, you've got a variety of games I'm looking to get hold of. I've already made mentions of some regarding I've No Mouth on My Screen, which is a Patreon request courtesy of Azumi on the 19th. We have our anniversary live stream for the channel, which I'll be doing on October 26th. You will notice that I'm scheduled from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. I'll be doing a whole variety of stuff, both individual as well as a few multiplayer parts on that total stream, and I do encourage everyone who's been watching the channel to come and watch along. You don't have to be there for 12 hours, folks. I don't expect you to be as stupid as me. But I will reveal more details on an exact schedule for what I intend to do over the course of that day a little closer to the time. There'll be another one of these videos for that. One other series that I've also made an exact decision on what I'm going to be doing on the Saturday 5th and Sunday 13th, I'm busy on the 12th, is I'm going to be looking and taking a gander over at the Trilby Quadrilogy. Now, if you guys don't know very much about this, some of you might be more familiar with it. Ben Yahtzee Croshaw, who's the one who does the Escaping Magazine's Zero Punctuation stuff, a few years ago or so now, he turned his hand to a little bit of video gaming and actually creating a couple of games. It's also known as the Chizo Mythos, and it's a series that I've always kind of been interested in. I've seen before. I think it's quite cool. It's nice little games, and as such, there are 4 separate games. They should probably take about 2 to 3 hours each, and I will be bringing the 4 of those over, hopefully, to Twitch over the course of the 2 streams. It's gonna need 2, folks. I guarantee it. There's bound to be some more additions to this as well. There might be a little bit of Dead by Daylight somewhere in the midst of this. It's a bit booked at the moment, so we shall see how we go with things. It's busy times over here on the channel on the Twitch. So there you go. But yeah, the main thing to note, yes, tomorrow, Code Veronica X Knife Run. Be sure to join. It's judging from the little sample we had on Twitch, it should be a really good stream. I'm very looking forward to it. Now, back to the actual YouTube channel itself and the current ongoings that are going on. Resident Evil 6 Co-op is still proceeding at a reasonable-ish pace at the moment. The situation with this, obviously, with CM3 is obviously doing the editing. He's currently got a couple of weeks now of his schedule being a lot freer than it normally would be. So hopefully this will be an opportunity to sort of get through quite a few videos. As I say, we're still trying to get about 2 videos uploaded a week. The exact timings of that, of course, are being a little bit on the shaky side, but we are persisting as best as we can. We're currently about halfway through Leon's campaign now, having finished off with Chris's. We've recorded like the next 3 or 4 videos of this already, but we are aware that the back end of Leon's campaign can be a bit long as far as just pure time-wise. Once you've done, obviously, with Leon's campaign, we've got the Jake and Sherry stuff, so there's plenty to be coming along with the game itself, and I am personally preparing myself for a lot of lunacy. We haven't seen too much of it yet in this game. Like, we've seen elements of, like, just total story wackiness. I have been reliably informed it's on its way. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alongside with Resident Evil 6, we also embarking along with State of Decay 2, which we're getting along at a fairly swift pace, actually, as well. It's not been an easy series, actually. I'm incredibly glad I decided not to do this on Nightmare difficulty. That would have been a terrible, terrible, terrible decision. Seeing as we started, it was all going well, and then half our team got murdered. That was pretty brutal. But as such, you see, we've got the next selection of videos that are already up and ready to be start uploading to the channel. That'll be probably starting to go out from tonight. We do start making our way out of the church. We're eyeing up visiting the local police station used as our home for pretty much the rest of the game. It was an interesting trip. It was an interesting settling in period, and it wasn't a great idea, I don't think, but I'll let the videos explain that for themselves. So, yes. Also, something I should make a mention of is that I am starting to incorporate. You guys might have noticed over the past couple of weeks or so, I've been starting to try and make use of these community posts. Now, I've been doing some testing over the past couple of weeks. Regarding the notification system for YouTube. You guys may have noticed there are situations where, like, perhaps there's videos that are being uploaded to YouTube, but you're not necessarily being notified that the video in question is actually being uploaded. I've been basically doing a bit of stress testing with the system to see what exactly is going on. It appears that YouTube allows maybe 4 like notifications for the channel per day. Now, this is generally not a problem because I only upload one, maybe two videos, in a day because that's just how I generally do. The problem we've got, however, is situations where, like, with my stream uploads. Now, the problem with this is that when I'm uploading the streams, I upload them in block and en masse. So, if say like, we'll take like the randomizer here for example. Now, we did this over last week or so it was, a randomizer friendly to the Source Next version. It's 7 videos long in the series. Now, that was all well and good. The problem is when I do that, that means that you'll probably get notified of maybe the first couple of videos or so, and then you don't get notifications for the rest. This, of course, is a problem to guys wanting to know exactly what's going on in the channel. So what I am now looking and embarking and attempting on doing is I'm going to start making use of these community posts. So I can these posts are also tied in to the notification system, so I have to post this before I start going crazy with Twitch with videos and such. But I'm going to be using these to basically notify that a block session of Twitch videos are going to be uploaded live on the YouTube. You'll get a notification of this, and as I say, like here, making the whole stream for the randomizer uploaded live, and I'll give you an idea generally for if there's any delay between the videos. It's the best way for me to convey the information on the streams. I had been asked, and it's something that I do need to make a decision on down the line. Obviously, this stream, for example, went on for, 3 hours. Now, the question I've been asked is, well, why don't you just upload the video as a 3-hour video? Which I can certainly do, and technically speaking might make editing on my side slightly easier. You could argue, maybe not. The problem is I don't want to start, like like Resident Evil, the Resident Evil remake randomizer we did a couple of weeks ago. That stream for the first session went on for about 7 hours. I don't want to be giving people 7-hour-long videos. I think breaking up this way, I think, is a lot more palatable. I also believe it makes things a lot more easier to track as well. So, if you don't have the ability, as I'm sure, to watch, 5 hours of Resident Evil in one day, if you've got a 5-hour video, you've got to stop it, try and remember where you left off, and, you might forget that or lose track of yourself. At least if they're broken up into half-hour videos, it's a lot more easy to digest and keep track of where you're going. It also, in a way, assists me a couple of ways view-wise, in that it's a bit easier for me to sort of track how views go on these sort of streams to see if stuff does or doesn't work. And it would be unfair for me not to acknowledge that, admittedly, it makes the view counter look a little bit nicer. I will be honest and admit that is also part of a reason to it. It is true in breaking up that way. But regardless, this is something I do intend to continue doing, uploading the streams in this sort of semi-fashion. There are obviously situations where I need to break up, say like the Secret Hitler streams, for example. I do need to break them up this way per game. It makes it a lot easier to work with. That's the wrong tab. So this is my reason behind using this system, and hopefully you guys will be able to keep an eye for that. I will generally be asking as well in regards to, like I say, so this one here, for example, was quite well heavily seen. So if I will be using these for all streams in the future, as well as any other particular things I think perhaps haven't been highlighted on YouTube, because I'm still very suspicious of its system. Cool? Cool. Right, next! Like I said, there was plenty to get through in this one. We're almost at the end of this. The next thing I need to make a mention of is the Medieval remake for the PlayStation 4. Now, the game is due to be released in full on October 25th, which was the original date I was going to be doing the anniversary stream. Then I realised it clashed, so that's now the day afterwards. Now, 3 things I want to make mention of this. First of all, that I've now noted prices for the game if you want to pre-order them, and at £25, which is going to be about like $30 or so, that's not a bad price. That's not a bad price at all. Now, a couple of days ago as well, the demo for the Medieval remake has actually been released on the PlayStation Store. It is free to play, and I encourage everyone who can get access to it to go ahead and give it a go. I've not seen very much of it myself. I know that CM Frui has gone through, I believe gone through it, and he's done a video with his reactions to it as well. I would certainly recommend that you go ahead ahead and have a look at that over on his channel. But the understanding I get is that the remake is not, the demo at least, is not too bad at all, and is going to be probably doing some justice for trying to get some extra sales for the actual game itself. It's surprising I've not heard too much about the remake in the lead up to before the demo. Like, when the demo came out, it was because someone on the Discord server suddenly said, "Oh, hey guys, the demo's out." I'm like, "What? I didn't know." But regardless, it is. Just to confirm, I do intend on playing this game and recording and releasing on October the 25th. So help me God. I just a case of me sourcing a PlayStation 4 to use for a week, basically, and I think I know I'm going to get it, but I'm going to need to ask him again. I asked him about like a month ago, and he said, "Ask me closer to the time." I'm like, "Well, okay." So we're like, "Well, it's close to the time now. Can I borrow it?" I'm like, well, probably, maybe not. And I'll probably have to bribe him with like lunch or something. It might work. Sorry, I went off complete track there. It's just because a few people have been asking me about this, obviously in the lead up for the game, and my thoughts on the demo. I will release more details regarding this probably close to the time, along with the anniversary stream over on Twitch. I'll probably be doing that in about 2.5, 3 weeks or so. I'll be releasing more details on the pair of them and my plans of how I intend to do stuff. But do expect, if I do this series on release day, that videos for this will be coming up thick and fast. Much like we did for Remake 2, there were times where like 2 videos a day. I will be pushing through this and recording this. I'll probably have to record this like en masse over like a course of a couple of days because I know I have very little time with the PlayStation 4. So I will have to make the best of what I can. That's about everything news-wise that I can think of. As always, if you guys have got any questions, do let me know in the comments section below. You can also get hold of me as well over on the Twitter sphere, as always, at BlackShadow993. If you are suspicious, like myself, of YouTube's notification system, I do also put up various notifications as well on Twitter for various videos. I also link as well every time I go onto Twitch. I do also link over for that as well. Even if Twitch sometimes doesn't update itself immediately. But it should be noted that's the case. Also, as well, retweets as well for like Jen, example, who's been doing streaming over on Tuesdays, as well as sneak peeks of stuff that's coming up. Now, if you're going to me, "Oh, but Shadow, the YouTube system, alright, we're a bit suspicious, but it's okay. Twitter, that's fine, but I need more. I need more." Well, have no fear, my gentle viewers, because of course we have the lovely, the wonderful Discord server over on the channel, folks. There is a link of that into the video description. We're numbering at about 120 strong now, and is getting fairly busy actually at the moment, wouldn't you know. Over with the general chat, we have our latest releases thread, which has details on all sorts of things that are ongoing on the channel, as well as information like guides for setting up Resident Evil Outbreak, scheduling with more details on my streams. And yes, it is that time. There's been some new ones. What have we got? I got a reversible jacket for Christmas. I can't wait to see how it turns out. I'm terrified of elevators. I'm going to start taking steps to avoid them. Please shoot me now. So if you do wish to make attempts, fucking hell. If you wish to, you like what you see and you wish to help support the channel, you can join a growing number of folks over on the Patreon as well for the channel. There's a link as well in the description below. Everything you put into the channel is used for the channel in itself and has been revolutionary in the changes that this channel has received over the past like 15 months or so that we've been up and running. Even if it's just $1, even if it's just $1, that, believe me, folks, is as grateful as anything else. And you can do all sorts of crazy shit. You can become elites on Discords. You can receive letters and mugs and all sorts of crazy shit as well. Please, I do encourage you all to go ahead and check it out. Other than that, I'm going to probably end this here. This has been probably the most concise 20 minutes of my life on an update video, so I'm trying to risk not getting involved with it. There's bound to be something I've probably forgotten, and I'm sure at some point in the very near future I will be updating with various bits of information. But again, if you have any questions at all, please do feel free to go ahead and ask them below, and I'll answer them to the best of my professional ability. So take care of yourselves, everyone. After this update video going up, I will be getting up live the not only the next State of Decay video that's due, but also the latest Secret Hitler stream in full that was done on Sunday. And then, as I've said, tomorrow we've got the Resident Evil Code Veronica knife run. It's going to be great. I'm very looking forward to it, and I hope that every one of you possible can join us for what should be a fantastic stream. I haven't played Code Veronica in about 6 years. This might be a problem. I'll see you then.